the new website design should be up very soon. We're finalizing some animations, and I won't give it past like Friday, next Friday. So it should be all ready then. Uh, we're trying to do it as best as possible and implement with the animations already there. So that's what's taking a little bit longer. The website's fully finished. It's just missing the animations. So hopefully that's done really quickly. The price stabilization algorithm is the devs are doing an amazing job. A lot of work was done this week. We're very excited and proud of them. They started already testing the upper bound of the price stabilization to make sure it keeps the upper bound. And now they're going to move on to testing the lower bound. But all the code that needed to be added, majority of the code that needed to be added to the token, to the Vali token, has been added. And they're moving really swiftly and quickly. So we're on track for the development speed that we set in the previous AMA. So it's going pretty well. We're very excited about it. In terms of the value allocation, last AMA someone came up and gave us like we saw this problem with the value allocation, that now the price is going to be stable, and what are we going to do about the $25 value? And since the 80% tax is being removed, what's going to happen with that? So the team decided that we will not be giving legendary yield key owners or any pre-sale value. Basically, there won't be an allocation for value anymore. You can still purchase your yield boxes. And that's the thing that people got confused. Legendary yield key owners can basically still purchase yield boxes at $250 each. You can just go to launchpad.valify.app, get it there. However, if you did purchase Valley tokens at $25 the Valley, you do need to get the refund. There's the link in the announcements for the refund. So if just go in there, request the refund. You'll sign the MetaMask transaction and it'll refund you the USDC. It was only 5 Valley per NFT, but that's being removed due to the fact of the price being stable and other stuff. So yeah, just want to be clear on that. You still get to use your legendary yield keys to build yield boxes. You just don't get the chance to purchase Valley at $25 anymore. No one really does. Not even the team. I don't know. I saw some comments saying that we removed this because the team wants to dump on the people, but like we don't even get an allocation of tokens. The team is not getting a single Valley token from the distribution of the initial token allocations. We're not getting any allocations. That's something we made clear from day one, that the team doesn't feel comfortable that that's the right way of going. So no, we won't be dumping more tokens on the market because we don't have any to dump, and nor will the people, the early investors. You need to make them from your yield boxes, and that's what you'll be able to sell. Yeah, so the price stabilization, the full details will come later, but basically what it does, just to simplify, it creates two boundaries, the upper bound and the lower bound, and it buys and sells in those boundaries. Eventually, it should, in theory, make a profit. That's what we've been told, because you're basically arbitraging the price. And if you have a really good volume, it should always make profit. So it should be something that the team might not need to put as much money in to keep the price stable, and that's what we're looking for. So we're very excited about that. Just another layer of sustainability to the Valley token, making sure everything works. And that's why, there's basically 5 weeks of testing from now on, just to make sure everything's 100% there, that we're bot proof, that we have security against flash loans, security against some bots, what is it called? Sniping bots and all that. So the price, the initial price targeted, we don't have that yet. That will come later when the testings are a little bit more forward, but it's going to be above $40. That's what we said the initial price was going to be 40. So, it's going to be 40 or more. So that's what we're looking at to stabilize the price around. It will need to be a range of maybe 10%. So yeah, and hopefully, as time goes on, we hope to increase the range. As time goes on, the protocol can afford it. We'll start to increase the range and bring the price of Valley slowly up. And that's what we talked from the beginning, making Valley as something that's trending upwards very slowly and looks very appealing to long-term investors, because that's basically what we're doing here. Last but not least, there is a USDC raffle going on. $500 for the lucky winner. The tickets are only $2, and we also have a legendary yield key raffle. If you want to go check that out, we'll be posting in the announcements after this the link to the raffle. The raffle just helps us generate some money, and we use that money to repurchase yield keys and take them out of the existence so that your yield keys are more valuable over time because there's less supply out there. Yeah, we are taking our time to test everything thoroughly. This is paramount importance to the team, and the price stabilization algorithm needs to be 100% there. It needs to be programmed and tested against any type of malicious attack that we might receive. The beauty about our system, and that's something that we're very proud of, is very decentralized. So no matter what we do, you will always be able to go to Trader Joe and trade your Valley tokens there. So you don't need to go to our website. That prevents a lot of centralization risk that we're seeing with other solutions that other protocols have come up with. That pretty much covers all the announcements we had today. It's been a very productive week. We mentioned that this AMA was going to be a quick AMA, hence the turnout. And I know a lot of people are, partying out there. It's a long weekend, so so a lot of people will be hearing this recording, and it'll be posted very shortly after this. The marketplace is going great. We're still testing. We're gonna start testing. We're gonna start testing very soon. A lot of the code has been already uploaded to the repo, so it's looking very good. Chimp has been taking a look over it, and for the prediction game, we are about 1 to 2 weeks out from releasing that. But everything's looking very, very nice. Someone's saying, if the stabilized price is set too low in the beginning, there will be too many yield boxes as they're more accessible. With no decay in yield box, this could actually hurt the protocol in the long term. That is why we have yield keys. Yield keys really limit the amount of yield boxes that are actively paying out. We have been working on reducing the amount of yield keys out right now, and we will continue to do this over the long run. So yield keys really solve that issue of infinite yield boxes being created. Sorry, I'm just reading the questions that you guys are posting in the chat. Let's see if we have anyone who wants to come up. Again, this was just a very quick AMA to update everyone. Yes, the code, since the code for the price stabilization algorithm will not be made public because it's proprietary technology, it will be 100% audited by CertIct. It needs to be done. Yes, absolutely. Our devs are very talented and they know what they're doing. We just want to make sure everything's good and that we get another pair of eyes looking at it along with other audits that we'll be doing with other people we trust. But yes, CERDIC will look at it. Absolutely. I don't think you can patent a code. I might be wrong. I don't know. Vish might have some answers for that.
Uh, yeah, it's a delicate one. There is no legal structure yet, so that makes it harder, right? Because at the end, this really is community driven, right? So, but anyway, at the end, it's about as long as it's audited, it doesn't matter if it's not public, and yeah, as long as it's audited, it should be fine.
Yeah. We see oh, you can apply for a patent on unique processes. That's true. We see someone saying, can we use Hacking instead of CERDIC? We can definitely look into it. And I mean, we already have relationship with CERDIC, and they have already audited some other contracts, and even the token contract. We're just updating it now with the price stabilization added to it. So they already know us. We already have a relationship. So we'll have to build that relationship with Hacking. But absolutely, after CERDIC looks at it, we can start the process with Hacking. And that would be, that we want to have CERDIC prior to launch, and then Hacking can come in after. Should be fine. Yes, after a while, if the healthy price stabilizer, the price is healthy, stabilized, and there's enough runway. Yes, we can look at it increasing the range and what the implications of that will look like. But yeah, we want to increase it over time. Over years, we want to see an upward trending type of thing. Yes, we're working on updating the bot. Someone's saying that the yield box creators claim their money. There's some people who claim their money from the refund page. That's totally fine. They can come in at a later time, and we'll be updating the yield box bot to actually show the exact amount of yield boxes that we have. It's been a very small amount of refunds. Sorry. The Valley tokens that are refunded, they're not actually like the Valley token itself. That was an allocation that was going to happen after the TGE that was going to send you your Valley. So it's just going to remove that allocation from there. And it just won't be distributed. And that allocation will be used to give it to the price stabilization bot, along with just burning and stuff. Pandini, are you asking about how many refunded? I don't know. You said, do you have a rough estimate of how many? Yeah. Chimp, do we have the number of how many have been refunded? I think it was like 400, right? 200, 400? I think he's opening it now.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at it right now. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, no worries. Go open that contract. And it's a very small amount. It's less than 50%, absolutely.
258.
258, yeah.
Yeah, YieldBots is in 254 tokens so far.
Wow, you're
Yeah,
quick, man.
all the tokens need to be returned. So if you bought at Valley allocation, you bought on Valley, you need to go get that refund because you will not be getting your tokens. Obviously, that refund will be open till the end of the year. So if you forgot, you can get it later, but it's better that you get it now. Yes, the white paper will be updated once we have a little bit more on the spa, and then it will update like the information of that there. Yeah, absolutely. You said 258? Sadim?
Yes, 258 total yield boxes have been refunded and 254 tokens.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so what we're working on for mass dumping and stuff, there'll be for the normal investor, you won't see it because you won't be playing with these kinds of numbers, but there'll be a limit set on how much you can dump in the market per day, how much you can buy in the market per day. That really just prevents any whales from coming in. And since the price is going to be locked within a 10% range, we believe it's 10%. We don't have the actual numbers yet. That's why I'm kind of hesitant to give you like a percent, but because more testing needs to be run. But let's say it's 10%. Even if you buy the lowest and you sell the highest, you're still going to pay that 10% tax, which just breaks you even. So there's a lot of mechanisms in place to prevent like mass dumping, mass buying, and just whales coming in and doing crazy stuff. That's something that we really emphasize to the devs. Can you explain a little bit more legendary yield key and the lottery rewards? Yes. So once the lottery is out and it's performing, I mean, once it's like out in public and it's working, you'll be able to, once we pay out the ring people their tokens, we'll basically grab the amount of legendary yield key owners, and then it will 5% of every raffle will be given to this pool, and then you'll be able to go in every so often and claim some money from the 5% that the legendary. I think it's 5 or 10%. I'm not sure. I think it's 5. So you'll be getting this extra cash on the side. You just connect your wallet and it'll tell you you have this much unclaimed, and you claim it and it sends it to your wallet. I believe I think we want to introduce the over the counter for larger buys and sells. That's something very interesting. And that's not planned right now with what we're doing with the token, but that could definitely come at a later update. But that's something that the team has talked about. It's just we wanted to get what's important done right now due to the time constraints. So yeah, but that will definitely come in later. Yeah, our devs are extremely talented. We're so happy to be working with them, and they know what they're doing. Yes, the current launch schedule is holding. As I mentioned, we made very good improvements with very good advances with the development of the price stabilization algorithm this week. Yes, looking very good, guys. Real world investments, that's not planned yet, but that's something that we've been looking into. Absolutely. We just need to figure out the legal side of it. It's kind of complicated getting a DAO to invest in real life if it doesn't have a company, and then getting that company. And so it's a lot of things, a lot of moving parts that need to be solved before we can actually start doing real world investments. Yes, our devs will be audited, and anything they make, they're checked by Chimp and other people in our team who are auditors, and then it'll be checked ultimately by Cerdict. So just to prevent any kind of legal, rugging happening from our code. And we have an extensive team of auditors that don't know each other, that are separate, and we reach out to them and we send them the code to make sure everyone takes a look at it. The more eyes we get on the code, the better. We're actually talking to, for marketing, we're talking to other influencers, and Blade just reached out to a very good marketing team that can come in here and then help us market to other influencers also. So that's something we're looking into. Absolutely. That's something we're working in. Sorry. Can we start a BTC mining farm and offer hosting services? That would be something good.